This is a 1972 Schwinn Varsity, 41 pounds of electro-forged glory. I just finished, for the most part, putting this bike back together. It was in pretty good shape. Nice safety with the swing-out rear reflector. Very certain to stop a speeding car. Full coverage chrome fenders. Kind of a crappy derailleur, but it works. It's not indexed, but you know, does the trick. I still have to get it adjusted a little bit better, but you know, so nobody needs to tell me, hey, you need to adjust your derailleur. I know, but I've almost got it there. Side pull calipers, I think they're diacomps, whatever. Rat trap pedals. Nice to take the skin off the back of your leg if you don't need it. And the color is Sierra Brown, which I'm sure many kids back in 1972 referred to it as some other sort of brown, but I kind of like it. The original sort of sparkly tape. Ooh. Suicide levers on the brakes, which actually the front works fairly well. I'm not a big fan of using rear brakes too much anyway, so other than making it not squeak, I don't really care too much about the rear, but it doesn't work worth a damn, to be honest, anyway, with the suicide lever. If necessity ever calls, I can probably break those shifters off and use them as shovels or weapons or something. I mean, they're tremendously huge. They're actually quite easy to use. You don't have to reach down on your down tube. Not like that's a huge sacrifice or anything like that, but you know, these actually work pretty well. You know, considering. Front fender as well. Original Schwinn Chicago badge. And that's basically it. It may be a little too light still, so I think I may stick a rack from a Suburban I have sitting in the basement. And there's some chips in the paint up here, but nothing really major. And basically the reason I have the thing, Schwinn Comfort Saddle, approved, is this little beauty right here as I tow my 5-year-old behind me on an Adams trail bike. So at that point, add this 41 pounds, and her bike's about, the trail bike's about 26, I think. So, you know, I'm pushing 70 pounds a bike before I, you know, set foot on pedal, or put her on the back, add another 40 pounds. So, you know, I got about 110 pounds between the bikes and a 5-year-old who doesn't pedal quite as hard as I'd like. But anyway, so there you go. A vintage 1972 Schwinn Varsity. It's actually one of my favorite bikes to ride, although I haven't had it back in order very long. I like riding it better than some of my quote-unquote better bikes, including a 1988, I think, Centurion, which is really a nice bike. But this is one I can hop over curbs and it keeps going, and it doesn't get my back, you know, a skunk streak on it when it's a little wet. Of course, I don't need to stop, I hope, when it's wet either, because those are steel wheels. So probably a good idea would be to change those pads out and put something a little more modern on there at some point. But I don't do a lot of riding in the rain anyway. I'm not that hardcore these days. I'm an old 30-something guy.